Cthulhu Saves the World. Super Hyper Enhanced Champion Edition. Alpha Diamond Deluxe Plus Alpha FES HD Premium Enhanced Game of the Year Collector's Edition. Oh, is that all? The legends speak of an ancient evil known only as Cthulhu. It is said to have come to this earth from beyond the heavens. For aeons, Cthulhu whirled from atop the great city of Verle. While the legends are silent as to the fall of the great city, they all foretell the same prophecy. Cthulhu will rise again. Yeah, as long as I don't get hit by a boat. No, I'll regenerate just fine, but, you know. Yeah. For anyone who's ever actually read Call of Cthulhu, it's actually kind of disappointing when he shows up. You're like, you ran him over with a boat and it smashed his head in. Oh, it's regenerating. Big whoop. You still got away very easily. I don't know why the fandom latched on Cthulhu when he had other monsters that were more terrifying. Alright. An RPG adventure of legendary proportions. Check out the Necronomicon and the character Bromides that you've unlocked. Discover who's responsible for unleashing Cthulhu Saves the World upon this mortal realm. Oh, they worked on Breath of Death? I think I have that one, too. Well. Huh. I'll just go with normal. Huh? Sure, why not? For countless ages, that unthinkable being known as Cthulhu has laid dormant in his underwater city. Cthulhu, a being so terrible that his mere presence is enough to drive mere mortals insane. The English all English teachers would be pointing at that sentence with 2 instances of the word mere. They'd not let that go. Where's a red pen? I need to put ink on this. Cthulhu sleeps while the world above goes on, oblivious to his presence, until tonight. Awaken, great Cthulhu! As Cthulhu emerged from the bay, the world seemed doomed indeed. But wait, what's that? A brave and mysterious stranger has appeared from high atop yonder cliff. Using a strange holy power, the mysterious stranger has sealed away Cthulhu's horrible power. 2 instances of the word power in the same sentence? Come on now! His power drained, Cthulhu washes up. Did we just change tenses? On a neighboring shore, defeated and dejected. After waiting all this time to have victory snatched from my grasp by a mere mysterious man is highly frustrating. I must get my powers back. But how? Luckily for the world, Cthulhu didn't know the only way to break the curse and regain his powers. In order to break the curse and regain his powers, don't use the... He would have to do something unthinkable. Oh, okay, it's unthinkable missing power. We're in Toho now. Oh, I want pizza. Give me a slice. He would have to become a true hero. Only by becoming a true hero would his powers return to him. Ah, one of those curses with them loopholes. You make the loophole as unlikely as you possibly can. I can't keep that voice I did a minute ago up, or my throat would hate me within minutes. Foolish narrator. While you were busy explaining the situation to the player, I was eavesdropping. Now I too know the way to regain my power. Oops. I, Cthulhu, do hereby vow to devote my life to becoming a true hero. But only so that I can regain my powers, summon my city to the surface, and destroy the world, of course. And thus, a most unlikely hero was born. Welcome to your new life as a wannabe RPG hero. Before we begin, allow me to give you a few pointers. The great Cthulhu needs no assistance. However, for the benefit of the lowly player who dares control me, I will allow you to continue with your feeble tips. Hold the left shift key down while moving to run really fast. Foolish game developer. By giving me the ability to run, I'll finish this silly game in half the time. I'll be able to sell it back to the game store before the trade-in value drops. That's not gonna happen. Press the tab key to bring up your menu. From there, you can chat with members of your party. Check out your stats, start a fight, change your equipment, save your game, or teleport back to the cities you visited. I can save at any time. What is this, a first-person shooter? Use abilities like Insanity Slash in combat to make your enemies insane. Insane enemies take more damage from attacks, but watch out, a few enemies become more dangerous when insane. There will be no watching out. I shall bestow the gift of insanity upon all. Build up your combo count with hits that unleash a powerful combo finisher ability like Death Blow for massive damage. Are we done yet? If it's alright with you, I'd like to actually play the game sometime this year. Good luck! Cosmic monstrosities don't need luck. We forge our own destinies, no matter what the cost to humanity. You got 3 1-ups. Oh, well, that's neat. Well, this is a dead end, of course. Tab. An awkward key to have to use. Well, okay then. Welcome to Cthulhu Saves the World Director's Cut Commentary. Scattered throughout the game are a number of question marks like this one. Talk to each one to go behind the scenes and learn of the game's development. Maybe I shouldn't have turned those on. Nope, don't care. Drat, that's not a direction. You two look like you look like you're making good friends there. I wouldn't want to interrupt. Ah, a helpless maiden beset by vicious monsters. I shall rescue her, thus becoming a true hero. Yeah, well, that would work for a normal person, but you have a lot of evil to atone for. It will take many heroic deeds before you're even remotely considered close to being considered a true hero. Oh, I better stop pronouncing that, lest I summon an actual eldritch abomination. Then I will kill the monsters anyway, just for the sake of violence. So, the sprites alter like in, monsters are 110% straight now. So it should hurt extra because they're insane. So it's going to be a little bit like Final Fantasy Mystic Quest then. No, not quite. I think they just have an insanity sprite. All allies regain full HP and 3 MP? Oh, well that's nice. I guess I'll walk the path of the wizard. Die, foul slime monsters! As Cthulhu defeats the final slime monsters, he turned his gaze to the maiden that he had rescued. Why is he using a sword? Aren't his claws good enough? Also, he should be larger. Oh dear. Well, you've immediately caused madness, I see. Gorgeous. What? When Umi gazed upon the mighty Cthulhu, she did not see a crazed octopus dragon man. Instead, she saw this. Warning, image displayed may not reflect reality. My hero. Hero indeed! Did you hear that? Do I count as a true hero yet? No. At this rate, I'll never become a true hero and regain my cosmic powers of destruction. Oh, brave warrior who has saved me from a gooey death, let me join you on your noble quest. Do you have anything besides get attacked by slime monsters? Hey, that's a useful ability. Being able to call slime monsters at will? I have an affinity with the creatures of the sea and call them my friends. Well, you're in the right kind of party. No, let Aqua Lady join. Oh, and I also have this trident which I use to stab things. That's more like it. And above all, I, Umi, promise you my wholehearted love and devotion. Well, you've got a cultist. You big green hunk of handsomeness? Yes, the great Cthulhu requires cultists. You shall do. Hey, does that mean we're dating now? No, we're strictly in a rockstar groupie relationship. For now. She's named Umi, as in the Japanese word for sea. Now that you have a second party member, you can use the chat command. You can also use multi-character unite techniques in battle. Gain more allies to unlock more unite abilities. Random encounters are now active in this dungeon. After fighting 25 battles in this area, random encounters will be turned off. If you would like to fight beyond that, press the tab key to bring up the main menu and select the fight option. I say. From the original design document for the beginning of the game, Underwater Palace of Cthulhu begins with the control of Cthulhu in his powerful evil state. An easily won battle with a group of heroes serves as an introduction to combat. Basically, let the player have the fun of it. Yes, it's a Symphony in the Night taste of power thing. Yes. The battle cut to the scene where it sets up the premise of the game, where he loses his power. In the end, we scrapped the idea because we were lazy. With only 8 minutes for the trial experience, we decided that it was more important to get the player into the main part of the game as soon as possible, and so we created the opening you see. Speaking of opening, we wanted to show off the new map engine for the Cthulhu Saves the World demo, so we made sure the player has to walk under a bridge in the first couple of minutes. That's considered showing off? Walking under a bridge? Okay. Ooh, multiple layers on a single map. Sadly, not one review of the game mentioned the joys of walking under bridges. Yeah? I can't tell if you were in serious or not. The town of Miskatonia? Oh, are we gonna go to Miskatonia University? It's just past the series of caves. I'm sure there's some heroic deeds you could do in there. Okay, yeah. It's a seagull, a crab, and a giant monster snail thing. Oh, hey, I can call a Kraken. Well, let's do that. I am not impressed. I am not impressed. Oh, did the Kraken attack again? So the Kraken stays and attacks every turn? Okay, that's a little bit better. Less likely to be attacked, but hide or... Which insane and... Oh, sure, I'll take that, I guess. I guess I'll go in the cave. What's this? Whoa! Save. Okay. It'll be great. He'll become a hero, he'll get his powers back, then the holy guy will just seal them again. Alright, let me see. Oh, I was gonna hit every turn. No, I should eat too much of my magic. Loves rouge lipstick. I see. What do you got for me? I like that. Do that. No. Must have been salt water. Bum, bum, bum. Fleece tunic. Is that a live starfish in your hair? Yes, her name is Penta. Isn't she cute? Penta is in short for pentagram? A live starfish in your hair. People think I'm disgusting. What's wrong with a starfish? Oops, wrong button. You know that they turn their stomachs inside out to eat shellfish from the inside. Isn't that cool? The more you know. Okay, let me see. So that wasn't what I meant to do. I meant to say equip. Oh, she can't equip a tunic. Evoland? I played the original Evoland. I don't remember if I played 2. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I think I only played the original, which was freeware. Honestly, I think her flood is a pretty good spell. I don't need Kraken. We get fully healed after every fight, so... Might as well conserve MP. Really? And Cthulhu chose tunics. What was this? As we neared completion of the game, we made a discovery. The layouts on some of our dungeons were too complicated and players were getting lost, including some sort of sophisticated mapping system would have taken a lot of time and we didn't have. So instead, we added lanterns to give some of the dungeons to help guide the players to the next area. I don't know that those lanterns will really help when the staircase is right there. I ran into a developer years ago I was playtesting for who had the same problem where he didn't want to, a map system would have been too much to add to his RPG Maker game. So instead he just, kept his dungeon simple. Simpler. Some of them are complex. I just want to know what's this away. Don't want to miss none of the dead ends. Darn. Who fails to put a treasure in a dead end? What kind of RPG you running here? Yeah, I was just trying to get out of the fight, and by the time I realized there was a level up, I'd already clicked through it. We need a faster run. This run isn't good enough. We need a sprint. We need a motorcycle! Yeah, a motorcycle. That's what we need. Sure your mighty powers were sealed, Cthulhu? Because you seem to be pretty effective here. Parallel paths. Done. Oh, I think she's a pretty good party member. Drat. Alright, we gotta go around the other way. This time they did put a chest in the dead end. I think that there should be a mix, depending on where you are in a game, of simple and complex, but most of all you want your dungeons to be interesting. Okay, let's see. Blind Strike. Targets one enemy. Or blind an entire group of enemies. I probably would rather have the group one. I think the worst dungeon I ever had to deal with, maybe it wasn't the worst in and of itself, but whenever I think of dungeons I didn't like, well, actually, when I think of dungeons I didn't like, frickin' Persona comes to mind. Ugh. Let's not, or not Persona, I meant Shin Megami Tensei 2. Worst dungeons. Frustrating mechanics everywhere. But anyway. They're getting stronger and stronger. One sec. See, it's getting stronger, but it's stunned now. Okay, that was a once per battle thing. Okay. Anyway, the one I always think of is the sewer from the original Alter Isla. Oh man, I hated that thing. It was... The problem was... It was just a bunch of squares, basically, but the real problem was, not only was it a crappy dungeon, no pun intended, but it was the fact that every single path in the game, you had to go through the same sewer area. And you had to go through 3 paths before you could get the innovators right. You ended up playing through the sewers 4 times with different parties, basically, by the time you were done with the game. I hated that dungeon by the end. Oh, boy. I mean, on the other hand, you could look at Diablo. The entire game is a dungeon. Like, all of it. As is a lot of other roguelikes. Dungeons of the Endless, the whole game is the dungeon, and so on. I could probably name 100 more. Like, I don't know, it depends. For a standard JRPG, though, yeah, I think you really need a mix of things, depending on what you're going for in each area. What's that in the horizon? I'm Elonalina. On behalf of the Earth, we will right wrongs and triumph over evil, and that means you! Switchblade's the name. I'm here to steal from the wicked and give to the just. I'm Dash the Daring. My courage is only rivaled by my good looks. We are the 3 heroes of goodly justice, Dark Fiend Cthulhu. We will defeat you and restore light to the world. You're a Dark Fiend? You should have told me. That's so sexy. I see you've used your vile magic to ensnare that beautiful maiden. Release her. Please. If I was using my magic to ensnare someone, I would have picked someone much hotter. Hey? Yo, narrator, do I get hero points for defeating annoying heroes? No. Well, I'm going to beat them up anyway. Virtue always triumphs over evil. We're sure to win. The friend up there doesn't look so virtuous, hiding behind that cloak and all. I have a skin condition. Leave me alone. Puny humans. Even with my powers locked away, I have more than enough power to deal with you. Prepare to be defeated. Let's start by calling a kraken. Ooh, ow. I see the thief is dual wielding. Thieves like that. And the cleric has heal all. Well, we know who we have to shoot first. Alright. I'm gonna give you some madness. I'm gonna give you some madness and a stun. Oh, that looks like that made him more dangerous. Okay. Now, of course, how silly of me. Finish her. Ooh, wow, Thief's already gone. Alright. I want to hit him with a death blow. And maybe heal yourself. Just in case. All enemies are defeated. Okay. Fireball or Flame Strike? 99x one hit. Huh. No, I think I'll go with the pure fire attack. They're adventurers. I wouldn't worry about it. They've probably already respawned at the nearest church. I wonder if we'll meet them again. Probably. Enough contemplation. Onward to heroism. The three generic heroes that Cthulhu faces is one of the few story elements of the game that was originally proposed by Bill. We were planning on integrating them more tightly with the plot and making them a recurring element, but after I put them in the first dungeon, I promptly forgot about them. Whoops! The new Cthulhu's Angels mode rectifies this somewhat, though. Oh no, the plot is utterly ruined now. What a spoiler. I think? Okay. Yeah, okay, new territory. Wait. Wait, no, haven't I already been this way? Shit. I've gotten turned around somehow. Hold on. Flood. I don't know why crabs would be resistant to water. Isn't this the path we already took? No, it's... You guys need a more diverse graphical pack. Like the one that we had in, what was that? Arafel. I mean, admittedly, those weren't exactly the most rare, and those were actually, Arafel was made, a lot of it was standard graphics you could just download, but they made such pretty maps. There. Oh, there, Umi Falls, we got that. Oh, hey, look at that thing. That's a scary starfish. Let's try our fireball. Happy Mouthfish didn't have quite the same ring to it. Respectable amount of damage there. I better heal Cthulhu. I like the insanity graphics. Combo count increases ailment success rate. Or just hit harder. I'll take that. That just takes me back around. Ow. Dolphins aren't used to being hit by magic. Now we got this. Interesting. Okay, so is there any branching paths back that way? Okay, no. Okay, we fully explored this floor. Okay, we're good. This healing after fight stuff is actually a very rare mechanic. I don't think I've seen it since the Star Oceans. Okay. Trying to recover my mana a little. Well, I'll just take the durability. Who needs agility anyway? Okay, this place is... We're gonna climb all up this mountain. Oh, hey, a sword. Alright. Let's equip the sword. Wow. This sword is magical. I didn't know iron was magical. Can probably also stab fairies. Yeah, we need to recover some MP. Lest a boss jump out and make us sad. Death blow. I'm actually kind of getting close to being killed by weak things like dolphins. I should probably take these random fights more seriously. They're more difficult than the boss fight was. Keep finding gold, but I've got nothing to spend it on. The early playtest build of the game, there was no restore point before Star Terror bosses. After several complaints from players reaching the boss and dying because they were out of MP, and perhaps forgetting to save as well since they were used to only saving at restore points, we fixed this and added restore points before pretty much every boss. Well, that's good to know. Were those three heroes even a boss? Were they? Cthulhu and Umi looking over the mountain cliff with a sunrise behind them was one of the very first screenshots we released for the game. I wanted to show off the improvements we'd made to the engine, and besides, there are few things more heroic than a squid man sitting atop a cliff with a sword in hand. You guys were really impressed with your graphics, huh? Okay. I need to recover more MP after a fight, as our adventures cross the long bridge leading to Miskatonia. Look, it's the ocean! A strange beast jumps out of the ocean, hurling itself towards Cthulhu and Umi. Looks like a Star Terror. Haven't seen one of those since my days on Rigel. Time to prove yourself, groupie. What about all those battles we fought to get to this point? Mere child's play. Now show me what you've got. Start with an insane strike. I'm gonna hold my stun. No, we're gonna start with a unite. Okay, I can hit both of us at once. Alright. But yeah. Very unlikely that a boss would let you blind it. Okay. Alright. Let's try a fire attack. That's good. There, that's what we should be hitting it with. Stun. That's not gonna hit hard enough yet. Oh crap, now would be the great time for the stun. Well, let's see if we can finish it in one turn. Yeah! Okay, no powerful attack for you. Huh. Well, I'm gonna take all of that. What is this? Well, one of them costs less MP. If I'm in dire straits, I might not have 25 MP on hand. On the other hand, if I'm in dire straits and I fail to escape, I'm doomed. So, yeah, I'd better take the 100% version. I love Final Fantasy 1. It's one of my favorite games. The 4 Black Mage Party's my favorite, though. They're so fragile. Your only healing comes from healing potions, which on the NES you could only buy one at a time. Took for freaking ever to buy 99 of those things. But yeah, every fight would be over in like one turn for the entire game. It's great. Not bad. Guess you're not as useless as I suspected. Yay, I'm not useless. Hey, wait a sec. I feel bad for the Star Terror, though. It reminded me of my pet starfish, you know? If instead of being a cute little friend, it was a huge, terrifying monstrosity. Don't kid yourself, Umi. If that Star Terror ever got the chance, he'd eat you and everyone you care about. Well, obviously, I'm not stupid. I still feel sorry for it, though. I like the wind and the hair effect when she's walking. They could be. You remember that one hallway where there's a giant in every single tile? Just every single step? Oh, and who could forget the peninsula with the 4 tiles that have monsters from another continent on them? The first thing you'd always try to do is figure out how to wipe them out. If you had any black magic, you could use fire on the winter wolves, and that was usually your good starting point. I think anyone who wanted to play with 4 white mages was out of their mind. Why would you play the game that way? Everything would take forever. The only thing you could kill is undead if you were like that. An early version of the Star Terror boss had the difficulty all messed up. It was easy to cheese it if you repeatedly used ailments attacks, since you'd keep it in perpetual lock. But if you didn't, you were toast. Before the release, we upped its ailment resistance a tad while simultaneously lowering its power to make it more manageable. Yeah, well, most of the game, you would just suck. Your harm spells would be like your only out. You'd just be looking for undead to farm. I can't imagine going through Marsh Cave like that. Just every fight. There's only one Thor's hammer. At least the black mages can just buy cat's claws. The white mages, there's not a lot of actually good weapons for them. Oh yeah. There's some really good ROM hacks actually for FF1. I can definitely recommend a couple of them. This is nice heroic music. An angry breeze. That didn't hit hard enough. More water! Well, I mean, especially, like, by the time you get to 3rd edition, clerics are completely out of hand. I think they've been watered down since. But, like, if you ever played 3.5 edition, specifically 3.5, like, Pathfinder made everything stronger, but, you know, and that kind of worked it out. But it's specifically in 3.5, clerics were OP as all hell. Because they kind of had this problem where most players didn't want to play the healer, so they just kept adding to the cleric and adding to the cleric until the cleric could do damage almost as good as a combat wizard if they want. I mean, with the right domains, you can fling fireballs and lightning bolts to a limited extent, and you know, then you get spells that do divine and fire damage. They had all kinds of save or you lose kind of effects, like just status effects. They could call usually a will save or a fortitude save, or you just lose, basically. They had tons of that kind of stuff. And they could wear armor, and they actually had pretty okay hit points, and they were actually okay at just going into melee and just meleeing the shit out of things. And they can heal themselves. They can spontaneously turn any spell they know into a healing spell. Or if they're undead and evil, they could spontaneously make harm spells to heal themselves and still hurt you. Oh, and then they got minions like nobody else, because you could have a horde of undead, or, depending on your domain, if you took, for example, a fire domain, you could have a horde of fire elementals that hang out with you. That was all stuff the cleric could do. A Pathfinder comes along, gives everybody all of these awesome abilities, and the cleric, a little tiny nerf, and then a massive buff to their healing ability with their channeling, where they can do, like, AoE bursts of healing to the party, which kind of makes them more broken, but everything else is stronger too now, and it kind of cemented them back into, okay, look, you're a healer. Stop being not a healer, because you're really good at healing now. That doesn't stop you from doing non-healing builds, though. Oh, yes, they did. You're talking about Miracle. Yeah. Miracle was the most powerful spell in the game that wasn't forbidden magic that the players are never supposed to have. Yeah, excluding greater Dwomers, excluding epic level stuff that, depending on your campaign setting, the goddess of magic literally forbade humans from ever using again. Excluding that kind of stuff, Miracle was the most powerful spell. It could cost a lot of experience points that you just spend a whole bunch of XP, depending on what you ask for and what it does. But yeah, no, it's literally the Miracle spell. It can pretty much do anything. All the town's names are based on various locations. You don't say. Towns were named fairly late in development, so to this day we still refer to them by names like Volcano Town and Zombie City. Also originally going to name one of the towns Arkham. However, due to that name's use in other works, we decided we would be better off playing it safe and not include. You should have totally gone with Arkham. It's an H.P. Lovecraft thing. Welcome to Miskatonia. Ah, the generic town, the NPC who greets you in every city. Welcome to Corneria. Yeah, a party that doesn't have healing magic is interesting, but what they mostly lose is their ability to handle multiple encounters. 4th edition took most of the cleric's healing powers away and gave everyone a certain number of healing bursts and let everyone use those during rests, and they made this big system to try to make it so parties could heal themselves kind of in between combats without a cleric involved. I don't know. There was a lot of things they did in 4th edition. Some of them were very good ideas. Some of them... A novel of 100,000 words. You think about taking the time to count each word to see if the title is accurate, but decide against it. Well, now you'll never succeed at YouTube, Cthulhu. If you're not willing to count to 100,000, how are you supposed to make it in this? Huh? What's wrong with your face, mister? It's all slimy. The better to terrify you with, my dear. Nah, I'm not scared at all. Curse this curse. Yeah, we have mind flayers and ood come through here all the time. I don't even find it terrifying anymore. Sort of. Oh, dear. Shane, come back. What's wrong? I was exploring the cave to the northwest with my dog, Shane, when we were suddenly attacked by monsters. I ran as fast as I could and I escaped, but Shane is still trapped there. Cthulhu, let's find his dog. I guess rescuing someone is sort of thing a hero would do, even if it is only a dog. I'm wondering if it's Shane as in the Western, or what Shane we're referring to. It's kind of a common name, actually. The town music doesn't change much from the original version of what's currently in the game. I don't really care. Let's go over here. I can't read that aloud. I don't want Cthulhu appearing in my home. I'm not sleeping anymore. Yeah, with chanting like that keeping you up all night. Huh. Yeah, alright, let me see. Welcome to the university. Oh, the Necronomicon will be in here. I should go find it. Students of Miskatonic University are quite cute this year, don't you agree? Maybe we shouldn't go in there. They actually might know how to fight me. Oh. For the opening movie that plays before the title screen, I had the idea of focusing on Miskatonic University professor who's been driven insane by dreams of Cthulhu saving the world and not destroying it, like the literature said he should. The cutscene would take place in an insane asylum. You mean Arkham Asylum? But Bill rightly pointed out that our world has no asylum map in it, and it was too late to put one in. You could have just bought them. You can just buy RPG tile sets. You know that, right? They're not even expensive. In the end, we decided to scrap the idea. He, A Story of Pronouns. It's a decent book, but it feels abbreviated. Well, I mean, it's got the only pronoun that matters. No, really, he is a genderless pronoun. Nobody seems to know that. Nobody seems to be aware that she was added to the language much later. Every single person, regardless of gender, was a he. And that has remained the English language's tradition until fairly recently, when people randomly forgot that he is not a male pronoun and never was at any time in our history. Like, seriously, you ever wonder? When I was young, English teachers would still correct you, and tell you that he is, when you don't know somebody's gender, you just write he. Because that was the genderless pronoun for the entire history of our language. Nobody knows that. Schools have failed us. The book. You read the book. It doesn't live up to your expectations. Sure, it's a perfectly fine book, but the book? You try to read the street, but the plot doesn't go anywhere. No, it should lead to Rome, like all roads. The Hound. You read a heartwarming tale of a man and his beloved dog. Where's the Necronomicon? I know it's in here. Oh, hey, the rats to the walls. An actual Lovecraft story. One of the only truly horrifying novels to have been written by mere humans. Such a cute little rat. I want to hug him. Nonsense. Rats aren't... no, actually, that is a really cute rat, isn't it? What was the illustrator thinking? I want a pet rat. Well, when I've destroyed the world, I'll give you all the rats you could want. Yay! Yeah, okay. Pickman's model. Pickman is a model train. He played with it all day, and everywhere that Pickman went, the train was... What the hell? Why is it Mary Had a Little Lamb? One day, Pickman lost his model train. He lost it in the snow, so Pickman went on a killing spree. That's something you didn't know. The train he found, Pickman did, but murder is hard to lose. The cops, they found Pickman, they did, and tied his neck with a noose. Pickman is dead, and all rejoiced, but the model train lives on. The model train, the model train, the model train lives on. I sent a researcher to the old city of Innsmouth to investigate the strange look of the people who live there, but, he didn't come back. I hope they didn't do anything to him. Your JRP. I remember the first game to break 9,999 damage that I played. It was Valkyrie Profile, and it was a shock. Star Ocean's second story had been a shock shortly before that, another Enix game, by letting me get higher than level 99. Oh man, I was young. I got to the last boss and I couldn't beat him, and I couldn't beat him, and I was, so I reached level 99 and I still couldn't beat him. Like, crap! Well, there's still a few characters who can gain a level or two. Maybe Did Claude just reach level 100? Okay, 100 is the max level. Well, alright, that's kind of cool. 101? Yeah. The Color Out of Space. Another Lovecraft work. It's an educational children's book that teaches exotic colors like green and purple. Dreams in the Witch's House. To your great surprise, all the dreams are about giving class presentations while suffering from a distinct lack of clothing. Where's the Necronomicon? The Shadow Out of Time. Looks like an interesting book, but you don't have enough time to read it now. Yes, that's exactly what it is. The original Valkyrie profile for the PS1, God, I have it right over here, somewhere among all these PlayStation games, is a masterpiece. And Valkyrie Profile 2 happened. Azathoth. Only 2 pages. Pathetic. Cool air. You feel a chill as you read this book. Whisper of the Darkness. Ugh, a romance novel. The Horror of Red Hook. Oh yes, the Red Hook stuff. You feel like you've heard this story a long time ago, possibly while sitting around a campfire. Where's the Necronomicon? This is supposed to be Miskatonic University. They're only known for one specific artifact being in their books. The Evil Clergyman. The big plot twist is that the clergyman is, well, evil. Oh, okay. Are you Shane? This dog appears to have the same name as Cthulhu. How odd. Well, eat it. Beware the dreaded Belt Man. Drawing power from his outfit made almost entirely of belts. He can boost his stats to astronomically high levels. Defeat him quickly if you run into him. Ever since the bridge broke, we haven't heard anything from the people of Dunwich. I wonder what's happening over there. Get out of my room, you horrible monster! I've still got it. Please enjoy the complimentary gifts for the road-weary traveler. There's nothing else in the drawer. I guess it's already been raided. Alright, well, let's check this chamber pot over here. What else would a pot be doing in the middle of a room? Alright, let's see what the developers have to say. Oh, wait, what's this? Beltman, of course, is a reference to Tetsuma Nomura's love of sticking belts all over the place in his character designs. Oh, okay. Special today, free room and board to all terrifying-looking adventurers. Usually when an inn offers you a free stage, something terrible will happen in the night, but I guess we got off lucky this time. You wish to be a hero? Go to the Shrine of Heroes in the East. If you can pass the test within and reach the highest floor, your wish just might be granted. This crazy old man near by the edge of town who repeats gibberish over and over. I hear is a member of an evil cult that worships an ancient false god. Well, it's good to hear I still have some followers. Have you heard about the horrible monster that's coming to kill us? It's named Cthulu or something. Kilfi? Something like that. It's supposed to be huge as a mountain with hideous green skin. There's a million gold bounty for anyone who manages to kill the horrible creature. Only a million. Welcome to my cafe. It's the perfect place to relax for heroes. Why, just the other day, Dash, Elonina, and Switchblade were entertaining us with stories of their heroic deeds. I thought the author swore that he forgot about those people. The early version of the game's design was intended to have a full-fledged dating sim. Now that is a feature this game needs. No. You gotta put that back in. You gotta. Between Cthulhu and Umi. Sadly, this got cut due to time constraints. No, not just him and her. No, we need a whole slew, every party member. We need to make that has to be an aspect. You can't cut that. That has to be an aspect. That is too perfect. Aw, cute. Isn't it wonderful? How old are these kids? 5? I love this town. That's all my dialogue. That's the only thought I've ever had. Finally, I can spend money in the sword shop. Make sure to equip. Yeah, That blacksmith, unlike most characters for the game, the blacksmith sprite consists of one image. No point in making more if you're going to be facing down all the time. Alright, well. Let's see what we got. I think I've already got a steel sword. No, wait, I've got an iron sword? Yeah, I've got an iron sword. So steel sword, sharp trident, warrior's tunic. Actually, oh, the purchase cost is 500,000. I see. Anyway, the biggest problem seems to be her lack of defense. Everything seems to want to murderate her, so... And I'll take... Oh, I'm out of money. Hold on, we can fix that. This can be corrected. Okay, that's a little bit better. Where did he get the first sword from? Did he bring it with him? Okay, then I'll buy a steel sword, because sometimes the best defense is a good offense. I'll just pop that on. And then I will sell off, and I probably should have checked the other shop before selling my stuff. Oh, never mind, that's not another shop. So, where's a save point in town? Oh, wait, can I just save anywhere? Oh, never mind. Okay. They totally should have gone with something like 8 swords. He's an alien monster, right? They should have leaned into that, definitely. Alright, well, let's see how powerful we are now that we have better weapons and armor, sort of. One of us has a better weapon, and one of us has a better armor, anyway. I'm not impressed with her armor. Who'd have thought that a dress wasn't a sufficient amount of armor? Because the dog is going to be in here. Let's see what else we can do. This isn't good. That's bad. Wow. Guess it's a good thing I saved. Or I could do that. Alright, I guess I have to take this fight serious-like. Alright. Yeesh. Maybe I needed to go back and grind some more. you're already dead. You were already defeated the moment I summoned the Kraken, because you couldn't kill me in 2 turns. Yeah, okay, let's not go back there. Apparently, Cthulhu is no match for spiders and snakes. Oh, well, bye. What do we got here? This is the shrine with the tests. The Shrine of Heroes. All the great heroes have made a pilgrimage here. First, McStrong Punch, Magellan, Dash the Daring, Alma the Younger, Hero, Rescue Man Boy, and now Cthulhu! I shall create the height, scale the heights of the Shrine of the Hero, thus proving to all that I am a true hero. You spot all the references, the list of heroes given to you when you first enter? Do I care? Okay, so that's a dead end. What else we got? Shame I spent a valuable 1-up on such a stupid moment. Okay, and that's the broken bridge. Alright, well, I've been effectively herded here. So... I need a lot more money. Battles left, 195. Oh, that's good to know. Oh, what's this? Will-o'-the-Wisp and Molly Doll. I'm just gonna hit them with a Kraken. There. Okay, let's burn some magic and see if we can't get a level and maybe buy a little bit more gear. These things aren't entirely too nasty. We're not getting enough money per fight. No, let's just go with Unite again. I kind of like the combo meter. It's a fairly simple but effective thing. I hope it plugs into more than just the death blow. I saw well, that's weird. What are all these bunks doing here? Tell me, do you feel lucky? Well, do you? Punks! Yeah, I couldn't resist. Nice thing is the Kraken counts. I feel like I'm missing a party member, to be honest. Did I miss talking to anyone? Oh no, I swear I talked to everyone in town. The old lady didn't join me. The cultist didn't join me. No, I don't think so. There's someone hanging out over here in this shrine. Is this gonna be the Temple of Block Puzzles? Did that not work on the Will-o'-Wisps? Okay, it did. Okay, this is where I'm supposed to be. I encountered the guy looking for his dog first, but I wasn't actually supposed to go up to that cave yet. That was the problem. So, instead of rescuing the dog, I'm supposed to be over here. I think. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe we'd better get out of here. Ooh. I mean, I could use an insanity for all, but resistance is minus 50% sounds pretty good. Ah. Oh, I need that. I need a revive, thank you very much. But it also resets combo. Yeah, if I can't bring Umi right down, I'm gonna run out of MP and I'm gonna die in a second. I should have turned back. Okay. We've gotta heal all. I need to eliminate that. I should get out of here. I'm totally on the edge of running out of MP. Seems up. This place is enormous. Probably recover a little MP here. So if more orcs show up, I'll be okay. Alright. Go, get out of here. Wouldn't mind getting it more treasure, but... Oh. I won't be able to crack in again now. But I'd guarantee I could take out 3 healers. Okay. Alright, there we go. Safe! We can buy some more gear. How about some more armor, please? She's usually casting spells, though, I mean, I think it also increases her magic, so it'd probably be worth having. Alright, that's a little bit better. I guess. Alright. Ah, seems that way. Well, it just wouldn't be an RPG without it, would it? There's this one game. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. It was short. It was kind of just a parody thing on the internet. And it was just a whole bunch of little short events from RPGs. Like, it would be like a little mini game, and then it would do the next one, and it'd be a little mini game, and then do the next one. And it's the damnedest thing, but after you finish them, which doesn't take long, like maybe 20 minutes, you feel like you just played a full RPG. I am. Hey, Marinanor, how's it going? Okay. I think we're a little bit better now. If I can just get a little more cash. Oh, I'm probably going to regret coming in here. Cave set is a remake of the one used in the Breath of Death 7. I've already said it more than once, but you guys know you can just buy more tile sets, right? Nope, I haven't heard of Grindia. I've heard of Grandia. Grindia. I need that. Okay. Well, let's try to get away with just a flood. They're not hitting too hard. We're okay. Roast them on a spit. Alright, so that's not so bad. Oh dear. It's gonna be one of those kind of dungeons, huh? Ah, I don't need to spend MP, I can save. Yeah, I got away with it. As long as I keep conserving my MP, I'm good. Okay, I see now. So there's really only one path this far. Yeah, sure, hit him with a flood. Wasted that flood, who knows. At this point, we're planning on giving each bonus dungeon its own story, but when development was running late, we ended up scrapping the idea. Okay. This must be Shane. Come on, boy, let's get you home. Halt! This dog has despoiled the sacred burial ground with its digging for bones. It must atone by becoming bones. Now, don't worry, boy, we'll protect you. I like all the shurikens floating around it. Oh, let's see. Start with this. Okay, let's see. I guess I'll curse you. And I guess you just stab the ghost. Okay. Sure hope you're not made stronger by that. Let's get that double hit in. Ha! Go ahead and Siren's Call it. Alright. Okay, there we go. That's a pretty good combo. That should do for you. Alright. I'll take all that, thanks. Yeah, but where did the dog go? I hope he's okay. I'm sure he just ran back to his master. Now let's head back. Oh, I didn't join the party. It's an awfully tiny dungeon. Oh well. So she's a little bit better at everything now, and hopefully we'll have the money to buy the last piece of gear. I'll keep focusing on your magic, Cthulhu. Okay. Fireball for you? Insert. Oh, okay. Antigua Montoya. Killed my father. Prepare to die. One of the most unforgettable scenes in all of cinema. Okay. So, think we're quite a bit better off than we were before this. Let's see if we can get more. Give me more. Trance sword. And after I've wasted all that money buying a sword. Alright, fine. I'd like to trade this back in. It'll help me get through a ghost boss, I guess. Well, let me see. Did I? Oh, I remember. I need a sharp trident. Okay, I think... Oh, there you go. That'll help a lot. Alright, I think we're good now. Let's see if we can take that shrine on. I think with the addition of the tridents, he'll have enough power to kill a lot of things in one hit with her floods. So remember where the staircase is, but if I go down a different path... Ho 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 ho. Oh, the chest is guarded, is it? That would have been nice earlier. I still haven't played Neverwinter. Oh, Final Fantasy V. I've always loved Final Fantasy V the most. Well, I mean, unless we're going to count Tactics, then I have to give it to Final Fantasy Tactics. And, I mean, if you count the Mana series, because Final Fantasy Adventure was the first of the Mana series, actually. Seiken Densetsu 1. But it's really not a Final Fantasy. I mean, it does have red mages in it and stuff, and airships, but it really isn't a Final Fantasy, but I mean, you totally could count it. I wonder if she is an Innsmouthian. Apparently these orcs decide to do that. These orcs are the fools. Foolish mortals. 6 is pretty good. The characters in it are amazing, possibly the best in the entire franchise. Celis and not Terra? Gasp! Alright, so we've done everything on this floor. I'm actually going to slip out and heal one more time before we go in. And then I'm going to try to be careful and use as little magic as possible. Just being extra careful. I've only got 5 1-ups left. Oh, what's this? Oh crap, I was told about this guy. There's a medic next to them. Kraken! Release the Kraken! Ooh, it's definitely hitting much harder than it did before. Stun him. Death blow. Okay. Wow, no level up. Ah, really? Final Fantasy IV. I've played through Final Fantasy IV at least 3 times. Have you ever played the hard type? Hard type is the original Japanese difficulty, and all the characters have the extra abilities. Final Fantasy IV is a hell of a ride, but I rode on it too many times. The last time I played through it, it was kind of a bit of a slog. But yeah, getting to see all the cool stuff that was in the Japanese version was great. Alright. Alright. Here we go for serious. Let's tackle this place. We've got all the treasures. Well, you see, there's actually a lot that went on. And they really didn't get it. Alright, I'm going to use a Unite. So, they... here, let me finish this fight first. This fight is going to kick my ass. Crunch! Okay, so what actually happened with the Japanese is they made their RPG Dragon Warrior. They did a sales push with Shonen Jump, and it was actually wildly successful because of the manga, the comics. And they had a famous manga artist involved to do the slimes and different things, and so they had this wildly popular. Like, we think of Japanese video games and we think of Shigeru Miyamoto and Hideo Kojima. In Japan, they think of the man who invented Dragon Warrior. It was the most popular phenomenon for video games that ever happened. Yeah. And every Dragon Warrior for a long time, the release was a huge deal. They brought it over to the United States, and it didn't sell. Nobody over here bought it. So, they tried several times to send RPGs to the United States, and every one of them was a commercial failure. Nobody in the US was buying. We didn't have any big promotional sales push. I mean, there was some advertising and stuff, but it wasn't the cultural phenomenon, and they didn't understand why. And they really wanted the US market opened up for these things, and they thought maybe it was too complicated. So, you know, and you'll see things like Mystic Quest and Mario RPG, which I argue Mario RPG is sort of an unofficial spiritual successor to Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. And I know that sounds completely insane, and I'd probably have to make a video to justify that statement, but I see it. I see it clearly. They were both designed to make the US audience interested in RPGs, and a lot of mechanics and things are actually similar between the two, weirdly. But probably nobody will agree with me on that. Anyway, so Final Fantasy II was a little bit before all that. Obviously, Mario RPG and the like hadn't come out yet. Really, we all know Final Fantasy VII was the breaking point, but Mario RPG had been laying the groundwork. Enix had completely given up on the US market. They just wrote us off. No one will ever be interested in an RPG in the United States. No. Squaresoft was the only company still believing that we would like RPGs. But yeah, they were dumbing their games down. But you see, what they didn't understand was they didn't understand our market. You see, handing this to a small child, our small children didn't get it. They just didn't get it, okay? It's like, what the hell is this? I want to jump and play and do all these cool things, and what is this? They weren't really getting it. The older players, the ones who were actually, the audience who was actually interested in RPGs, we were playing Dungeons and Dragons. We didn't get this RPG thing either, because where's all of the complicated charts and tables and skill checks, and what is this? I just, what is this? This is too simple. This is not complex enough. Our RPGs look like the Gold Box games. They look like Darklands. Deep, deep games with custom character customization and tons of stats and numbers, and it was a big nerd hobby. Yeah, the RPGs were not appealing to that audience at that point in time, and the Japanese just didn't get it. They just didn't understand that we were into wizardry and Ultima and just a different style of game. So, yeah, and FF7 was the big hit that changed everything. Yeah, FF5 was great. I honestly don't know when the D&D paranoia occurred, but I don't believe it was as widespread as people pretend today. I really don't think it was as widespread as people say. Like, there were definitely some people who didn't get it and didn't like it, who thought it was evil. That definitely did happen, but I think that it's been kind of overblown how many of those there actually were. I don't think that was ever the majority or what the average person thought. Yeah, well, wizardry was the foundation of Dragon's Quest. So yeah. Oh no, wait, disc? FF5? Oh, you played the PlayStation version, right. Sorry, I played FF5 on, well, the only way it was available back in the day, before the PlayStation release, and the later releases. That's brutal, though. There's a massive door on the other side of this wall. How do you see? You can see through a wall. You have X-ray vision. I'll believe it. Our goal is past there, no doubt. You can see through walls? That's so cool! Yes, I am the coolest. It looks too big to be opened by hand. There must be a switch somewhere around here that will open it for us. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of fan translations, ROM hacks, mods, and all their different forms. This guy is dangerous. I'm gonna crack at him again, but I'm concerned with how much of my MP is being consumed. Yeah, actually, some fan translations are better than official translations. Nintendo's translation of Cave Story wasn't quite as good as the original. I liked Balrog going huzzah. No, this is really good against a single target. This is really good against a single target. I'm gonna take that. Either way, I get plus 30 magic. Do I want max MP or agility? I'm gonna take the agility. For now, that'll have to do. Ha! Crap, I don't want to go upstairs yet. Maybe I do. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. Where am I going? These guys are tough. But you need to recover your MP. See if we can get away with just flooding them. Well, I hit pretty hard. Uh-oh. get away without using more magic? No, I can't. Oh shit. What have I done? So my MP is going away. We need to get out of here. My runaway spell costs 25 MP. There's no way I can spam that. Ah, crap. I'm not going to be able to do that again now. I can't death blow anymore. This ain't good. One of the many ways that Cthulhu Saves the World is better than Breath of Death 7, beginning as it in its inclusion of genre-defying puzzles. A locked door and a switch to unlock this door? Genius. It is pretty innovative, we gotta hand it to him. I really liked the Atlas translation of the original Disgaea, with all of their bizarre choices like transmigrate and stuff, and then the later translations come out and they're just like, nah, you reincarnate. Well, that makes more sense, but it's I liked Atlas's you could just give it to you. How would you even get this far without the steel sword? I mean, honestly, or the other one that I got. This place is not gentle. You know, actually, I might want to go back to the steel sword because I have no MP to spend, so maybe I just need to crush things. What is a paladin? What do you mean, what is a paladin? Paladin is a gunslinger from Have Gun Will Travel. Paladin, paladin, where do you roam? EA has the Ultima series? Oh, that's sad. See. How hard can this flood hit? Not hard enough! Alright, no more medics. We've gotten stronger as we've gone, which is good, but I kinda like their level up system actually, where you choose a major trait. I don't feel like I've fully explored this floor, but I need to get to the healing point. Which is just over here. Somewhere. Then we can go back to exploring. I can spam my MP now that I'm next to a healing point. I've talked about my EA experience before. They made a really great series in Dead Space. Shame about what they did to it. But yeah, I had enough experience with EA from that Command & Conquer disc. What was my first RPG? I'm pretty sure it was Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, which gets a bad rap, but it's actually not a bad game. Ooh, well that's good. Fallout New Vegas, yeah. Well, we're gonna end as soon as I get to the end of this tower. Yeah, Mystic Quest, a lot of people diss it, but it's not a bad game, actually. There's a lot to like about it. But Mario RPG was superior in pretty much every way. Okay, let's see. Make sure I don't miss anything in here, so... Can I come around? Okay, so that's that. Yeah, there's a chest there. Let's see how I can get at that. I'm just wasting mana now that I know where I can get more. Just like, I know, I'm fine. Okay, let me see. I need to... Okay. Oh, well, if we're going to count action RPGs, then it's way different. Diablo 1? I've played that before I got a hold of Secret of Mana, definitely. Some people would count The Legend of Zelda. I personally never felt The Legend of Zelda was an RPG, but hey, some people argue very passionately that it is. So, you know... Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, that's nice. That's important that I don't miss chests in this game, then. Stat boosting items are a common feature of many RPGs. However, many players have a tendency to hoard items that they discover instead of using them. Our solution, make the stat boost automatic. Actually, that's not a bad solution. Usually, I would pour all the stat boosting items onto a single character. That was usually my method. Alright. I haven't been this way yet. Okay, no, I've been everywhere now. Really? You don't use the stat boosting items? Huh. I've had a couple of games. I've actually broken games through the use of stat boosting items before. They can be amazing. Actually, it was Star Ocean 3. One of its many follies was that they made stat boosting items that were percentage based. And it was like, well shit, I'm gonna hold these till the end of the game. I'm gonna hold these into the bonus dungeon. And then, like, okay, I know what the max hit points are, so I'm gonna start using these hit point boosts. Why would you ever make them percentage boost? It's just stupid. Not unless the level ups were also percentage based. Then it would make sense because, you know, yeah, anyway. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I've seen stat boosting items in shops before sometimes. Shoppers was going to fly around the air, but his sprite sliding around on his blade was just too funny, so we went with that instead. I should have saved. Oh, wait, I did save. Look at the huge sword! It looks like it's ready to fall into the Mushroom Kingdom's castle. Wielding a sword that big would prove to everyone that I am a true hero. Wasn't I supposed to pass multiple trials or something? Cthulhu reaches for the sword. But before he touches it, the sword comes to life. Being of darkness, you dare to claim me. On guard! 1,500 hit points. Alright. Alright. Oh. I know how this fight's gonna go. I'm gonna start with a tentacular attack and a siren's call. Should really save the stun, I know, but let's build that combo, shall we? Fireballs would be better, but no, build the combo meter. Just build the combo meter. Dodge? Huh. There were some people, one of the earliest dupe tricks I remember someone finding was for the original Wild Arms, so that you could just dupe the apples of strength and the hardy apples and whatever else and just max all your stats. Where the demons come to attack and tear up the town at the beginning of the game. It's like, yeah, you know, I could totally crush you all. Oh, I didn't use my death blow yet. The random encounters are kicking my ass, but the bosses have all been easy. The hell? Oh well. Well, I mean, I guess I'll take some vitality and hit points. That seems to be a sore spot with us. It's hit pretty hard. I'll take it. Stop! Cthulhu is a good guy now! Well, not exactly a good guy, but I am trying to be a hero. Never mind the reason. What are you talking to? There's no sword there. Then I owe you an apology. Allow me to offer you my services. Not as a weapon, as an ally. The Master Swordsman, or Master Sword, Sharp has joined your party. Yes, more power! Let's celebrate by partying at the cafe back in town. Excellent idea, young lady. No need to backtrack to the dungeon. Just open the main menu and you can select teleport to go... Oh, really? I can do that in the middle of a dungeon? Can I really? It's kind of broken. Well... He's got 150 hit points. He's much stronger than we are. More agile. Blade and hilt are his equipment. Makes a sort of sense. Let's take a peek at his abilities in combat. Let's fight. There's fight. Multi-strike. Oh, you also have death blow. Wind element, is it? And he instantly levels up for some reason. Hits +1, or just make everyone's agility up. I'm gonna give him that. That sounds good. Alright, and let's heal at the inn. Just something might trigger, and then I'll save, and we will continue this tomorrow. Okay. No. Keep playing. Save. Just extra saving, because I'm paranoid about such things. I should probably save in a second slot now, because I'm paranoid about such things. Anyway, until next time and every time, this is Hadriex, signing off. Ball. Oh, yeah. I've beaten the Prinny Ball. I didn't do everything in Disgaea 2, and I need to play the rest of the series. And I really love the trailer for Absolute Zetai Loser Ranger, whatever it's called. Oh, man, that's the best trailer ever. I need to play that someday. Anyway, bye.